Bet.
All right. How I think, well, this is what me and my personal opinion, what I think.
Right.
Spirituality was here first. Like you said, we was worship, we wasn't doing nothing bad, but keeping in tune with our ancestors and worshiping them, and you know, just doing what we were supposed to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
White man came along, seen we was on some shit. He wanted control of it, couldn't figure it out all the way. So he made up something to derail some of us, to confuse us.
Right.
It happened. When it happened, it started going off and branching off into different sanctions and religion. Like religious is pretty much a second man army type thing. If you think about it, just like gangs, you got different sets and gangs and stuff like that, but it's all still the same thing. It's the same purpose.
As,
So,
hey, look, as above, so below. Like we fell in frequency, right? So
hmm
like a tribe, like and some like and I'm already knowing, like some people, some gang language, some gang lingo, like they'll refer to their gang as a tribe.
oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So like a gang is nothing more but a low vibrational version of what we used to be when we were in a tribe.
correct.
It's
And
just got corrupted. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
forgot
I
who
feel
the
like
fuck
if
we
it
were.
wasn't corrupted, we would really be a
Same
lot
shit.
stronger than what we were supposed to be. But us as black people whole, I feel like if we just was more woke to the conscious things that are happening, like they're really throwing commercials out here and really could just blatantly say it out in front of you on TV, like, oh, well, McDonald's meat ain't really meat, it's human meat, and they don't spray their fries with pesticides. This is actual facts. Y'all, this is
Facts.
actual facts. Y'all can look this up. This is actual
Facts.
facts. That's why after every time y'all eat it, y'all feel so congested and fucked up and stuff like that, or y'all really can't finish y'all whole food, or the shit don't even taste like the chicken nuggets don't taste like chicken. It tastes like processed and stuff like that. Of course, everything
Yeah,
processed meat, but
it's
it's
not
not even
even
really
chicken
meat.
at this point.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
meat. It's not none of that. It's nothing but chemicals put together to taste good for your taste buds, to confuse your taste buds. That's all it is. To confuse your stomach, your digestive system is doing nothing but just like the medicine. Medicine, everybody think medicine is here to help you. No, it's doing nothing but speeding up the process slowly but surely of whatever
Facts.
sickness or illness that you got. Like really,
And
you're
let me
supposed to be drinking herbs and stuff like that. Like from the everything that you need to help yourself is from the earth. Everything that you need to awaken your mind and your consciousness is with your ancestors.
that's a fact. And let me
Because
tell and
I
let
used
me
to come. Oh, go ahead, God.
my bad, God. But let me tell let me tell the people this too, right? So you know, and everything you just said is 1000% correct. But I just wanted to spit this fact out before I lose my train of thought. I want to tell the people that, okay, so look, do you know what a ankh is?
Ankh,
Yes.
like the Egyptian times Ankh.
Yes. Like
Yes,
like like the circle and then they go down into a cross.
like the cross. Yep,
Okay,
that's
so
crazy.
look,
I was just about to get that tatted too.
I matter of fact, I am.
I
But
am too.
so that's the true representation of Christ-like consciousness. That's the true representation. That's the true cross.
Uh-huh.
So what it represents. So the circle at the top, right, is representing of the womb, the feminine energy, which is God, by the way. And the cross, and then the bottom of it is basically representing the masculine energy. So it's like a woman and a male, you know, parts matching together, right?
Correct.
Okay. So the cross, the Christian cross with the, it just go down like basically like a T, basically, right? That represents two male penises crossing together. That represents being against creation, being against God, which is being able to create with a masculine and feminine energy.
So if you
It
look at it,
is two penises crossing.
the
That's the
Satanists ain't really
representation of it.
in the wrong when they throw that cross upside down.
They're not wrong at all. At all. I'm against that shit too. Now niggas gonna look at me weird, so I don't go that far with it. Cause I know people gonna be sensitive about it.
Nah,
But
because I'm gonna back you up on this, God. And stop me if I'm wrong.
right,
You know how we got the Ankh, right?
right.
But you never seen like a sphinx hanging up on it, no nothing hanging up on it. You got the
Nah.
cross. They done made this man drag this cross through a city while they stoned him, abused him. They're all types of shit. You feel me?
Oh,
Then nailed this man to this cross. You feel me?
shit.
And you worship the man on the like. Let's be real. What makes you think in your right mind this man want to be remembered and worshipped on this thing that he was tortured by and killed on? That's like
Bro,
me getting
niggas
killed
don't
by the
even
gun. That's like me getting killed by an AK-47 and to remember me, y'all put my body in front of an AK-47 like this. I mean,
Hey, look.
I don't want to be remembered by the shit that I died on and what I
Some
died by.
niggas would do that for sure. I
Man,
know some
like, bro,
people would do
no,
that in Moore
man,
County right
no.
now.
Man,
I
no,
know they
we can't
would.
do this, man.
Bro,
That's
listen,
like if somebody die
that's
off a pill,
disrespectful,
you gonna
right?
imprint their face on the pill.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And listen, people don't even second guess it. They don't even question it. Like, that's disrespectful as hell to your God to wear something that he sent his son down here to, and he died on it. And you got that shit tatted on you, and you got that shit like around your neck faithfully.
You wanna know what's crazy? You see
Or the Jesus head with the you feel me, the
with the
thorn
thorns and
halo.
shit, yeah.
Like, come on.
You'll see blacks, whites, Mexicans, might as well say Europeans too.
Right.
All of them, all of us, well, all of them is worshiping and symbolizing the man on the cross. But what about Buddha? What's they
Honestly, I
symbol?
don't.
I've never seen a Korean man wear a cross or a Buddha man on a cross or something like that. He usually just his fat. Well, excuse me. Don't want to disrespect nobody in their God. His big self's just sitting there, just all happy. Just, you
Nah,
know what I mean?
what
Like,
they usually do, they'll have like statues or something. They don't really, I ain't, they'll have like statues or like little
kind of
outfits.
like how Puerto Rico got, well, not Puerto Rico, whatever is it? It's one of these continents where they got the Virgin Mary. She's standing like she's Statue of Liberty out there and shit like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, not
I
saying it
forgot.
like the Statue of Liberty, but she's saying that the arms wide open and shit like that.
Yeah, I forgot where that's at. I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yeah. But I mean, I never seen Japanese wear a cross or Chinese wear a cross or Koreans wear a cross or they worship their God on the same thing that they was tortured and died on and shit like that. I don't, you know what I mean? That's just crazy. I just never realized that. So maybe I wasn't tripping for listening to Tyler back then and drawing the odd future sons and shit. I'm just saying.
Well, I'll say this, guy, and this is what I learned. Like I look back on my life, like even when I was believing in Jesus, I always knew that I was connected and protected by a higher power. Now I thought that higher power was Jesus at the time, but I just always knew I was connected to something higher. I knew I had some type of purpose out here. But and again, this is no disrespect to anybody that is living a Christian lifestyle. Um, but it's when you learn certain things and understand that a bunch of different people wrote the Bible, and these people basically are the same people who enslaved us. Like, do people understand that religion didn't really come about until, or didn't get really heavy on the people until we were enslaved, until we
Mm-hmm.
were slaves? Like, you remember like the scene of Django, bro? Like, I think it's like the opening scene, like the beginning of the movie, where it's a slave owner. He's beating one of our people, one of the slaves, so-called slaves, and he has
Oh,
Bible
when they go to
scriptures on his
pause.
shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pause. I ain't gonna say well it sounds weird. But when they go to Big Daddy house and
yeah,
they was looking for the three brothers and one was in the back getting ready to whip what's his name? Lil John in the back. But he had him like pinned on his shirt.
that's
Then
what I'm saying.
yeah, and
They
reading it
they
before he
feed
ended up
that
whipping
shit
it at us.
into us.
Yeah. He was reading it before he whipped it to us. And they used to make us recite the verse back to us. And if we got the verse wrong, we get whipped more.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And people
And
don't understand that. Like, you only believe in Jesus because your mom and her mom and so on and so forth, back to the point of all the way back to the point of slavery, where that shit was beat into us to the point where we had children and they grew up in that slavery shit too, and that's all they knew. Imagine being a child and you grow up, you're born into slavery. You're a fucking slave. You are born on a plantation, G. Imagine that. Like in a fucking hay, in some fucking hay, a hay barn or some shit. And you're immediately like as soon as you're able to pick up a fucking axe or pick cotton or do anything active like that, like, nigga, you are a slave. You can't even enjoy your kid, like being a kid, bro.
word, I
And you
personally,
send this shit down the line. That's a generational curse. Believing in Jesus is a generational curse. I'm sorry, people.
and it is because and what's crazy is our people so blind to the fact of that shit. And when I say this, I know I'm a spook a lot of people when I say this. Even though you were born Christian and born into that religion of there's God, that Jesus and stuff like that, Jesus is my savior and stuff like that. Oh, Jesus got me, or it was some it was some shit where some miracle shit happened right in front of you, and you like, oh, that was Jesus and this, that, and the third.
Right.
It's not. It's more like it's not even. It's not Jesus. For us black people, it's not Jesus at all. It's our ancestors. Just like
Fact.
they be like, "Oh, Jesus got you. Jesus is watching over you," or or you got a guardian angel waving over you and stuff
And
like
we
that.
do.
That's not no guardian angel. That is your ancestors protecting you.
That's a
And
fact.
it's crazy because people don't really be, how can I put it? People don't really be, they feel it. They feel that little cold chill over them when something about to happen, or that gut feeling, or when they get protected from a situation that happened bad. And we so brainwashed that we run to be like, oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, it
Right.
ain't nothing but the blood of Jesus. It ain't nothing but this, that, and
Right.
the third. Not an ounce of blood out this bitch. Not nothing. Like, how the fuck this nigga do? Like, don't come on now. Don't do it. This is your
Okay.
ancestors now. This is your ancestors.
That's a
Like,
fact.
I put it this way. You can't sit here and say, oh, it's guardian angels, is this, that. It's a guardian angel watching over you, because you think that, what if it, when you think like, oh, it's just a random ass, what if it's a random ass person that's watching over me? Or, damn, who the fuck is Miss Martha? Why is this white motherfucker following me type shit? Oh, this ain't my guardian angel. How is a white angel following me and I'm black? You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, shit don't make sense. It's your, as black people, it's your ancestors. Like I said, once again, this is not a religion bashing show. This is not none of that. This is not to corrupt your mind. This is really on some
This is simply to
enlightenment
enlighten
of
in the
both
world.
ends. Because
Yeah.
we were both Christians just as well.
Oh
But
yeah,
we're
for sure.
spiritual now. We're not saying spiritual now, but we always been spiritual. We just didn't know the power that was hidden inside of us, or
It's,
why things were happening this way, until things start making more sense after we start spiritually awakening ourselves and we start actually going to our ancestors for help, our dead relatives that actually know us, that we come from their blood and their blood and their blood type thing. We're going through that recycling process, and we're doing nothing but each generation trying to make more sense of what it was the last generation.
right.
That's all.
Well, listen, bro. I'm gonna tell you this for sure. Our generation is for sure here to shake a lot of shit up and push us forward in the conscious community to get away from the religion. And our kids' generation, depending on how far we get with this shit, is going to be the energy that's going to be heavy on their generation coming up and where the world is going to be going. But it is truly based on us to make the effect on the world.
We
And I'm
is
gonna tell
and
my people this.
and it's crazy because us spiritual people are
Yep.
slowly but surely coming out and awakening ourselves, and letting it be known, like, yeah, we awake, we know what the fuck y'all are doing, but also they are also paying attention to us, and it's taking us out left and right just
Facts.
for knowing our shit, people. Even if the Bible, if you decipher the Bible deep enough to a point to where you like, what the hell is, you know what I mean? The government is coming to get you, regardless. The Illuminati or the government or the, I don't want to say higher power, because that's not our higher power that we consider higher power. You know what I mean? Just like
Yeah,
how we call it.
we
Yeah,
not gonna give that big bad wolf credit like that because they really not on shit. The
yeah.
only people who are fearful of them is just people who don't know the power that they hold within themselves. And I'm gonna tell people this too. I'm gonna tell people this too, like because there's a lot of people out here who be like, the power of prayer works, and I'm a God fearing. woman or man and stuff like that. And understand that, Almighty God would not need you to be fearful of them. Fear is low vibration. How they say jealousy, how your God is jealous and stuff like that. Jealousy, that's a sin, really. If you really want to like put it into Christian terms, jealousy is a sin. Like you're not that's low vibration. A true God would not need to be jealous or would not want their children to be fearful of them. And also, how are you the children or the child of a God and you're not a God yourself?
Bing bong.
That makes no sense. It makes no sense. And like I don't know. Again, this we just doing our best to just you know, make this as easy and try to explain as much as we can for the people. There's nothing wrong with being religious because there are levels out here, and we are ancient souls. We are, like I said, our generation came back for a specific purpose to come and do certain things like what we on here doing right now.
Yes, sir.
Change the perspective of the world. And I know that might sound crazy, but we are doing our individual purpose right now by having these conversations to shape and shift the future of the world. And I don't know if people are paying attention, but the government and religion as a whole in the next few, I'm not going to say next few years, but in our lifetime you will see a collapse of your government and everything that has to do with the government, including religion. We will see a collapse of that shit. So
I put it this way: when you be watching the movies, when they be doing the world devastation and stuff like that, and when they had a little part where they put it on the TV and the TV would be like breaking news and they got the newscaster and stuff like that.
yeah,
Every movie or every TV show, they don't call for Jesus. They be like, "May God help us all."
right.
Then two,
Who is the God? Because listen, it's you know a
it's
lot of
multiple. You know what I
a
mean?
lot of celebrities say that too, and they say, oh well, I want to thank God, and God is everything and stuff like that. And you have to understand that the devil has powers too. The devil can bless you just like
Mhm.
your God can. Whatever you pray to, the devil can bless you just like that because he is a God. Like if the devil would if the devil or Satan, Zeus, Jesus, whatever you want to call that nigga, if he was to manifest in front of us right now, he would be a black man. He is our brother. He fell in frequency because we worship one another, and he didn't want to do that. So he wanted to create a race of people to worship him, and that's what the fuck he did.
And
He had to
another
do a
thing
bunch of shit to do
I
that,
always wondered
but
too.
that's what's going on.
I always wondered if Jesus is God's son, right?
Hmm.
How come that nigga wasn't born with powers? He didn't get the powers until after he died.
Well,
And
well,
not only that, nigga, around them times there were kings. So if I'm God's son, why didn't I automatically be made king of earth, nigga? Why did I get treated with the regular niggas?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess how they put it, they say, okay, well, he was sent down here, basically to get the people to follow the gospel and to serve the true God, which was his father. So he walked around to city, feeding niggas and preaching the gospel and this and that and well, he did have powers before he died, guy. He was curing people and healing people,
That was
but
after. That was after he was resurrected. I'm sorry.
uh,
This is my thing. Ain't no way you about to kill me and think I'm about to be coming back and be like, "Oh, I forgive you. I love you," and be so warming to take it. No, no. Niggas will get zapped left and right. I'll come back with powers. Oh, you was the nigga that hit me with that big ass boulder. Zap, bitch. I swear to God, it'll be it would be so lit.
and that's what I'm saying. But that right there should just tell people that, again, I said, people, that this book was written by Greek people that do not look like us. These are the same people who enslaved us, who did experiments on us. These are the same people who wrote this Bible. So these people do not have your best interests at heart. So, you know, these people have not been here as long as us, because the further you go back in history, and that's not even our real history, but the further you go back in the white man history, the blacker it gets. So that tells you that we were here. We were the first civilization, people of color. So I mean, all they did was create a white god and give it to the people to basically make you feel like that white skin is actually pure. Like they want you to get on. Think about how they tell you to pray. They want you to get on your knees, like you don't have no self dick, like you don't have nothing left in yourself. They want you to get on your knees like you're nothing and pray to a white man that don't look like you.
Right. Because it's even confusion with that. Is Jesus white or black? My granny
Okay,
had a my granny had a black man on the wall. My other granny had a white man on the wall.
right. And
So
I've heard people say that. Like, I've had a conversation with one of my family, and they were like, "Well, my Jesus not white, he black." Well, I'll tell the people this: he's definitely not white. He would be, the story of Jesus is correct. The face is wrong. He would be a black man,
yeah, that's some
because
niggatry shit.
that's what I'm saying. But the story is correct. A being, one of us, did come down here and tried to influence the people to show us that we had special powers. That's why they say Jesus was curing illnesses and stuff like that, because we all have healing power. That's why they say he was, had the people following him, and he was, giving them nourishment. And, you know, a being did come down here and try to influence the world and show us that we had special capabilities. And they did crucify him. So the story of Jesus is real, of one of our brothers who descended down here, one of our ancestors, you can say.
That's
And
facts.
the story of it is real. The story of the Bible, period, is real. But a lot of shit was taken out and added to give manipulation to the people. So if you don't have your third eye open, if you don't know how to decode that shit, you're gonna read it on the surface level and you're gonna be deceived.
Deceived as hell.
And that's just what it is.
For real, for real. So once again, we're not bashing no religion. We're not bashing nobody's opinion. We're not bashing no thoughts, no none of that. We just free speaking on our experience, on our knowledge, on facts that we know, on hypotheses we don't thought of.
Right.
This is just regular manifesto magic happening, my niggas.
That's yeah. So, I hope this episode here was very helpful, was very enlightening, and like I can't stress that enough, y'all. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. Watching us, listening to us, when your soul is ready to receive certain information, it will be revealed to you, and it will be an easy process for you to understand it. If you're not ready for certain information, it don't matter how much you hear it. So believe whatever you want to believe it, but just know at the end of the day, it's all about being a good person, man. It's all about leaving a good imprint down here while you here in this lifetime.
Facts.
And that's what connects you to the Most High. Whatever you believe the Most High is, you know what I'm saying? If you're not a good person, then you feel me, you working with the other side. And that's just what it is.
Mm, straight like that. Well, my guy, it was love and pleasure with watering our people's mind with this good nutrition and water. It is an honor. I swear to God it is. Cause yeah, Tay cooked up the kitchen with this one. Cause we can make a part two for this for real, for real.
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Cause
we
listen,
can definitely make a part two of this. Cause this is definitely a chef's favorite right here.
right? Well, nah, well, we really did go in, but we ain't. I didn't. Well, nah, yeah, we kind of did go in, bro. They might be wrong, bro. But oh well, it is what it
Hey, it is what it is, but it's your boy Chilla G Honcho. Keep it a G at the Hood Academy. Catch us
is.
on Fridays or the Conspiracy Show. We're gonna have some more. We got some new. Actually, we got some new upcoming shows for y'all coming up. Yes, we got a whole lot coming for y'all in store. The Hood Academy never sleep for y'all. I promise y'all, we don't.
We work.
Well, let's go ahead and take them out, my guy.
All right, man. Listen, TPG, that is the peace God, man, because I'm all about peace and unity. And we gonna be back at you with another episode, man. Hood Academy shit.
Yes,
910
sir.
is peace.